Good night. When I think of an innovator, it was inevitable to think about Steve Jobs. They will wonder why, but the answer is sure we change our lives. In the world of communication and technology, the future is that our lives are already immersed in mobile device, and this is why the business idea of Steve Jobs crossed at the limit set. In the presentation, you will find videos links that will help you to better understand the way of thinking of one of the most brilliant and visionary minds of our century. It is excellent to have this space that allows us to express academic and literary about uses as important as business that is our center and for which we prepare as administrators. That's it why presenting them the business idea of Steve Jobs is exemplary for all, and not only because he kept Apple in the market, but because as an human being he left us a wise legacy in his words. With the project I learning and convincing myself every day more of importance of understanding, reading and speaking a second language and Steve Jobs says, your time is limited, so do not waste it. Is living the life of someone else. Do not get stuck in dogma, which is to life like others than you should live. Do not let the noise of the opinions of others silence your own inner voice, and more importantly, have the courage to do what your heart and intuition tell you. Thank you. Steve Jobs, or Mayor Stephen Paul Jobs, San Francisco, California, February 25, 109:55, Palo Alto, California, October 5, 2012. Better known as Steve Jobs, was an entrepreneur and business tycoon in the computing industry and entertainment industry in America. He was co-founder and CEO of Apple Inc. and the sole individual shareholder of the Walt Disney Company. Steve Jobs says, my job is to not be hipsters on people. My job is to make things better. Steve Jobs and people. He founded Apple in 1976 along with a friend of the adolescence, Steve Wozniak, with the help of the his companion of Jobs in Atari, Ron White, in the garage of his house, would be the success of the Apple II. Jobs obtained a great public relevance, being covered of time in 1982. It counted 26 years and already was millionaire thanks to the settled public listing of the company at the end of the previous years. The decade of the 18th saw the entry of power competition in the personal computer market, which gave rise to the first business difficulty. His reaction was to innovate already implement in early 1984. His company launched the Macintosh, which was the first computer that was successful market using a graphical user interface GUI and mouse tested of the lines of commands. After having problems with the reader chips of the company that designs one founder resins, Jobs then sold all his shares except. That same year, he received the National Medal of Technology from President Ronald Reagan, closing with the recognition the first stage as interpreted. He returns in 1997 from the company which was in serious financial difficulty and was its executive director until August 24, 2011. In that summer, Apple surprised Exxon at the company with recapitalization of the role, Apple and corporation social responsibility. Until Hobbs, 2 years ago, Greenpeace, perhaps the most important non-governmental organization in the world in the fields of ecology and environmental respect, criticized every day the danger of materials used by companies as Apple to manufacture their equipment. Now that the growing environment moving around the world, the need to respect the environment and the obligation to set a good example for society. The company, led by the real estate Steve Jobs, decided to give or turn to his policy or corporate social responsibility. Today, this advice disturbed that Greenpeace has already named the company of the Apple as the green market. Many are the measures that Apple launched with this change begin, but is what the removal of dangerous substances prevent the cave to this new direction. Arsenic, permitted flying retardants, BRF, mercury, phthalates, and polyvinyl chloride (PVC) are the products with the heavy present in the equipment manufactured by the company. High polluting products which, while not legacy to be removed from the manufacturing process, Apple decided to write on its own. There is no Mac, no iPod, no iPhone where BRV or PVC can be found. And also in the backflip system of the MacBook screens, mercury has also been removed and the glass used does not contain arsenic. As Apple explained, there are three ways to reduce the energy consumption of the product: using more efficient power supplies components that require less energy and programs that manage energy consumption. The company has launched the three tracks. Firstly, the equipment already has power supplies capable to reduce the electrical consumption needed to put them into operation. Also, Macs use consumer-efficient hardware components that work closely with the operation system to conserve energy. Such a point is the energy efficiency that Apple computers have achieved, which is able to slow down the process with the last amount of time it takes between one key and the next. All actions which have led Apple to acquire the Energy Star seal that certifies that all is equipment complete with strict protocol of energy efficient and environmental respect. And because you cannot preach without this example, Apple has transferred all this philosophy to his office and his employees. As the facilities of the company are illuminated with bulbs of low consumption and his stance custom sensor of moving that toward the 10 on all of depends on if there are people or not in here. A measure that already saved more than 2 million kilowatts. Renewable energy has also been incorporated into this project. At present, the Hastings complex is complete powered by these types of energy source, and the goal is that in a short time, the Hertz car of Core Iran and Hell Group USA do it the same way. Finally, to reduce the emissions that employees generate with traveling to their office in the United States, there are already enjoyed incentives to offset public transportation and have the option of using free basic powered biodiesel. Apple and its iPhone 7 products. The iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 are high its smartphone designed by Apple Inc. introduced on September 7, 2016 16 access offered to the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus. Apple's first slogan was by Intel and Apple, coined in the line 109.70 from 109.97 to 202. The slogan different was used in advertising campaigns and it is closely associated with Apple. Apple holds a slogan for a specific product line, such I think there for a Mac that was used in 1998 to promote the iMac and say hello to iPhone. That's a hip used in iPhone ads. Hello was used to introduce the original Washington Newton iMac Hello Again and the iPod. The strategy to sell the iPhone 7 was to launch the last app of this official application of the house precision to access the short cross 3D touch operate first buy that gave you access to the leasing products of the company Mac, iPhone, iPad, Apple Watch, Apple TV, iPod accessories and gift cards. However, with the lasting innovation in cooperation with the company in this application, one thing that, in addition to adding a shortcut to your orders, the buy option has now been replaced by an iPhone 7 so that when you pressing the shortcut of 3D, those within the read access to the able models of the last model of the company. The iPhone 7 life cycle. Apple will change the life cycle of this phone from the iPhone 7 from 2 years to a 3-year cycle, according to the Japanese newspaper The Nikkei. This means that the iPhone 7 will not have significant change in design as the current life cycle succeeds. Instead, I will be up to the iPhone the 270 when there is a considerable design change. The 3-year cycle sounds possible because is the iPhone 7 uses the same design as its predecessors. It will be 3 years since the current design was introduced by the iPhone 6 and 214. Based on the 2-year cycle to the iPhone 7 was expected to bring a new design different from the iPhone 6 and iPhone 6s. However, rumors from various sources, both received and not received, relied say that this year iPhone will have the same design with minor changes. Thanks, Steve Jobs. Remember that albeit this sound is the most important tool I ever encountered to help me make the big choices in life.